Right, here we go. Welcome to week 22, right? Excuse me. A bit of an interesting week this week, right? First of all of this, everything that I'm doing is totally new to me, right? Doing the distance, learning about the nutrition, the psychological effects of long distance riding, even these videos, right? Everything is new, right? So I'm always expecting that. Well, not always. I expect there to be problems, right? Because I'm learning as I go. But this is the thing. It's not about avoiding them. It's just identifying the problem and then improve from that. This is what I'm doing throughout this whole process. So now I've got the excuse out of the way, right? Let me just start off with the Excel data first, right? So this is the first 4 weeks, or like the halfway point. Got 4 weeks left of this phase. This is last week, or this week, should I say? It's Sunday today. Right, target is 126 because it's a deload week, right? Wednesday went a bit over. Get onto that. Thursday as well, exactly 126. Yeah. And there's no other data. I'll get onto that. But the main focus of this is hitting these targets, making sure that nothing is under completed or incomplete, because then we progress onto the next week. So everything's good, but now let me just talk about the problems. So the first hole that I identified was totally not respecting the deload week, right? The purpose of a deload is to basically reduce the amount of physical and mental stimulus, so that your body can like actively recover, right? Now, Monday I was so started off going into the week. Like honestly speaking, Monday I was feeling a bit rough, but that's to be expected, right? Tuesday started feeling a bit better, and then Wednesday I was like mentally I was really clear in my mind, physically like almost 100%, so like 90%. Then, because there was no structure, right? Wednesday was just Wednesday was pure chaos, right? In the afternoon, it was fucking mental. The reason why the distance was 20 kilometers over what I should have was just because of the jobs, because I kept working, kept taking jobs. There was that in the afternoon that there was just every single job I was taking was a problem. Even delivered one late as well. I think I was like 5 minutes over. This is the thing. It's not about working. A deload is not about working, right? Because on Thursday, I honestly felt like I took a step back as far as recovery goes. Just feeling a bit like kind of foggy in my mind, like exhausted, feeling tired as well. So yeah, it wasn't as bad as Tuesday, but not as good as Wednesday, right? So yeah, really, well, it was a mistake. It was a mistake that I made, because I didn't have a proper structure, right, for deload. So going forward, deload is only working half the day, right? So go out in the morning, still waking up naturally without an alarm. Go out in the morning, do half day's work, and then ride the remaining distance. The second problem, the reason why Thursday was missing data and exactly 126. When I left here on Thursday, like I said, I was a bit fucked up, to be honest. I forgot to put Strava on. I went to go and get a coffee. Realised by the time I got there, well, while I was drinking my coffee, that I didn't have Strava on. So I put it on, thinking, okay, I'm going to be down like 13 kilometers, but that's fine. And then when I went to go and get my first job, I somehow managed to pause Strava, right? And then when I took a break, like later on in the day, realised, like had a look just to check the distance, and realised that I fucking I missed the whole day. So Strava is now on. I think it's called something like live activities, right? So even when the phone is on standby, you still see what do you see? You see the time, you see the distance and the average speed and stuff like that. But more importantly, you also, well, first of all, you see that it's on, and secondly, if it's been paused, right? The third problem this week was I don't have any structure for breaks, whether it be deload or load weeks. I just ride and then just sometimes not even taking a break. For example, on fucking Wednesday, just done the whole day without a break. So going forward, right, estimate the length of time it's going to take to complete the distance, and do half of that. So like next week I'm expecting, from the point in which I log on to the point in which I log off, not log on, log off, the total time, that's better, the total time elapsed in Strava should be about 12 hours. Given the distance that I'm doing and the work that I'm doing, it should take about 12 hours, right? So 6 hours into the day, I take a break. That's it. Now, it's not going to be exactly halfway. Sometimes it's going to be over, sometimes it's going to be under. But it's important to have that structure. The final problem this week was the bastard threshold test. I'm a bit upset about that. Let me show you the. I'll show you the graphs and talk you through it. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. So this is the power output for the threshold test. 2 dates. What is that? 27th February, and then that was Friday. Yeah, so the black is the older test, and then the blue is the most recent test, right? So you can see that there's a difference. But the question is what caused the difference, right? Then we look at the heart rate, same colours for the same dates, and then the purpose of the threshold test is to be inside zone 4. So the red identifies my zone 4, and yeah, I mean the previous test it kind of what is that? This time is in seconds, right? So after the first minute, I'm already in zone 4, whereas we hit zone 4 250. What is that? 4 minutes into the test. But there's a noticeable difference, right? Kind of follows the same trajectory, but as in the previous one, the power output, the most recent test is a lot lower, right? Now, the average watts, it's 24 difference, 24 watts average difference, or less, from the previous to the current. Beats per minute, 10 beats less. The revolutions, right? This is I believe this is the key. Like 2.5 revolutions difference. Now, if they were closer, if that was 40, if that was 94, would that be closer? Would that be closer? The fact that I'm carrying more load into the test, what effect would that have on the beats per minute? Would it be higher? Would it be lower? So yeah, just too many questions coming from this, and it's down to this difference in the cadence, the revolutions, right? Because it's they're too far away from each other. If they were both 94 and still getting these results, I mean, I don't know. I'm totally out of my depth with that. What would cause that? I don't know. I'd have to do some research. But yeah, if these are closer, one of these would be more like, if the watts were the same and the heart rate is less, then happy days. You know, I'm getting better. If the heart rate is the same and the watts, if the heart rate is the same, so if that's 151, but the watts stay the same difference, then we look at, right, I'm carrying more load, so my heart is working harder to produce less power. Anyway, I'm talking hypothetically here. The fact remains, there's too much of a difference between the two tests to really take any useful information from this. So it was kind of a bit of a waste. Well, nothing's really a waste, but we're learning here. So yeah, we cannot take anything from this test because of the difference in the cadence. Previously, for that test, for the threshold test, right, the cadence, the RPM, was I put down between 85 and 95, right? So that's basically what caused that. The range was too wide, way too wide. So tightening everything up, changing it to for that particular test, as well as other tests as well, because I'm not having any more. Well, I mean, there could be mistakes, I don't know, but just trying to prevent errors happening. Gone through all the tests, but for that particular one, it's not 85 to 95, it's going to be 92 to 94, right? So really tight range for that. So that should help. Right, next week is back to loads. So this was the deload week, getting my body and my mind fully recovered. I'm feeling really good. Yeah, really strong actually. So next week is going to be back to looking for hills. Gonna be treating it kind of like next week as like a warm up, right? Because the week after is gonna be 100%. So yeah, we like me and all my other personalities are going to be doing 179 kilometers each day, while looking for increased elevation, right? Because that's the whole purpose of this phase. How I physically deal with elevation when I'm tired, right? So coming back, so finish whenever I finish work, coming back through what is it, Clapham, Streatham, round to Crystal Palace, do the hill at Crystal Palace, down to Dulwich, do that hill, and then come back home. So yeah, and then Friday as well, let's not forget, Friday is going down to Brighton and back. So yeah, looking forward to it, really looking forward to it. Yeah, that's it, let's go, right?